Hi friends, welcome to my channel YiaYia's Heart Tarot. Today is Monday, September 26th, and I'll be bringing you Monday messages. I'm actually going to do 3 readings today, going to try and keep these fairly short and succinct. But I wanted to bring in another clair than what we usually do. Usually I have very visual items here for you to choose from, and today I wanted to bring in clairaudience. I wanted to bring in sound in the choices that we have for the groups. So in order to be able to do that and have enough variability, I'm needing to do 3 groups. So that's why we're going to do 3 groups. So I don't have any meditation messages. I had a little different meditation that I needed to do today, and it didn't really deal with these readings. So I don't have any messages for that with regard to the week, which Monday Messages is about how your week may unfold and how to best deal with whatever comes up. So we'll just jump right in to the groups. The first group, and I'm going to go through the groups quickly so that you can hear the comparison. The first group is the low bell, group 1. Group 2 is the medium bell, and group 3 is the high bell. Okay. So I'll do that again so that you can get a little better feel for them. Group 1 is the low bell. Group 2 is the medium bell. And group 3 is the high bell. So take some time to decide which group it is that calls to you. If you need to go back and replay the sounds, feel free to do that. Once you have decided which group you wish to choose, simply drop down to the description box below, and each group will be linked to a timestamp. You can click on the timestamp for your group and it'll take you directly to that reading. And I will see you there. Hi, Group 1. This is your reading, the low bell. The first messages we'd like to get for you today is the general energy of your week ahead. So, Spirit, what is the general energy for the week ahead for group number 1, please? What is the general energy for their week? Okay, well, we got the 9 of Cups, and in big letters at the bottom it says happiness. So that's pretty cut and dried right there. You're going to have a great week. There's going to be either your week is just going to be really easy and you're going to breeze through it, or there may be a particular occurrence this week that is something that makes you very happy. So there may be some event, there may be some surprise, there may be some gift. Something this week is going to bring you a great deal of happiness. Spirit, thank you for that message. And what are the challenges that Group 1 might face this week? What are any challenges that they might face? Challenges that Group 1 might face. Okay, so we got the Hermit was the first card that came out, and then we got the 5 of Pentacles, and this card says worry. I tend to see this card as a card of isolation, the 5 of Pentacles. So those 2 cards kind of go together. The Hermit and the 5 of Pentacles. These are both cards of isolating yourself, being alone. And then we have the Princess of Swords. This might be you. If you are, this would be perhaps a young woman who is very straightforward, who speaks her mind. So this could be you, or this could be some individual that you have dealings with. So it could be that, and then we have the 10 of discs, which deals with wealth or abundance. So it could be that there is someone in your environment, in your social group, in your world somewhere, who is a young woman who is very quick to speak her mind, and she may have. I feel like she is criticizing you about how you manage your money. That this person feels that you're too frivolous with your money. And it could be something that is going to cause you to want to isolate yourself, to like skip social engagements maybe that you have been invited to, or to not want to, if we go back to this first card, something happy, if there's a happy event or if there's a surprise this week for you, this could be this energy because of this individual being critical of how you spend your money. It could cause you to not want to celebrate this event that comes up. It could cause you to sort of recede back, not want to spend any money on doing any sort of celebrating, and also not wanting to connect with other people because you've been hurt by this individual here. So that's some challenges that might come up for you this week. And Spirit, how best can Group 1 navigate these challenges? How best can they navigate the challenge before them? Okay, so the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is about making choices and making difficult choices. And sometimes you don't even know what's the best choice in front of you. Things are not what they seem. So the best way to navigate this, I'm feeling like the best way to navigate this is to be very certain of what your choices are. Let's get a little bit of a clarification on that. Spirit, could we have a clarifier on the Seven of Cups, please? Clarifier on the Seven of Cups. We got the Six of Swords, cruelty, yeah. This is just telling you the best way to navigate this issue is to be very clear in your decisions. This could have to do with this individual who is critical of you being cruel, and so you may have an inclination to lash out at them. Or you may have an inclination to believe everything that they're telling you. And actually, in looking back at this message here, I suspect that's more likely, that you may have an inclination to believe what they are telling you, even though it is cruel of them to do that, to say that. But since you aren't sure whether they're right or not, you feel you have maybe some guilt about your money situation, and so you are more inclined to believe what they say than just have the self-confidence to say, I'm not going to listen to this. So this is saying be clear about your choices or your decisions, but I think what that's really meaning is be clear about how you feel about what this person has said, and not so much how you feel about what they said, but how you feel about the subject matter of what they said, how you feel within yourself. If they said that you don't manage your money, that you spend too much money, how do you really feel about that? Do you think that you really do spend too much money? And is there evidence that you spend too much money? I mean, are you able to make ends meet? Because if you are, then you don't spend too much money. Abundance comes and goes, and so this card is telling you that the best way to navigate that is to understand your own interpretation of the situation, not going by what someone else is telling you. So thank you, Spirit, for that message. Sorry, that goes over here. Okay, so Spirit, thank you for those messages. And what are the blessings or rewards that Group 1 can expect this week? Okay, we got the Ten of Swords, we got the Lover's card, and the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is about really having it all, being the ruler of all you see. Basically, you're in control. You're in control of your life. You've got things figured out, and things are well in hand. You've got a good handle on things in your life. And perhaps this happiness card that started out the week has to do with this relationship. Okay, all right. So I think that this Lover's card, this has to do with a relationship, and it's not necessarily like a couples type of a relationship. It could be a close friend. It could be an associate. It's just a relationship between a couple of people, and someone who means a lot to you. So it could be that this person who is being cruel to you is someone who means a great deal to you. And I think that's what this Ten of Swords is telling you, is that it really hurts when this individual says something to you that's critical. It really hurts. But the rewards and the blessings that you have is that you have a strong sense of who you are, and you basically can brush this off. You can brush it off because you have a strong sense of yourself and what you know, and you can brush it off because you maybe know how this person is. Sometimes maybe they are insecure, and so they're projecting onto you what they see in themselves. So that's your blessing this week, is that even though there is this cruelty that's coming from this relationship, you don't take it to heart. You know who you are, and your world is pretty steady, pretty solid. So you can just say, well, that's your opinion, and that's okay. So thank you, Spirit, for those messages. And how best can Group 1 draw these blessings to them? How best can Group 1 maximize this blessing of theirs, or reward of theirs? Yeah, so we got the Six of Cups and we got the Queen of Wands. So the Six of Cups and the Queen of Wands, the best way for you to receive this blessing, and basically the blessing is just that you are strong within yourself, and that's what this Queen of Wands is saying, that you are in control of your life. You are the ruler of your own domain. You know how to make things work. You're just solid. You're solid. You're passionate. And the Six of Cups is an energy of you can look back on what you've done in the past. You can see what your track record is, and you know that you are this strong, solid individual. So that's the best way to maximize this blessing, is just to look back on what you've done in your life and see that, you have made things work in the past, and you have made for yourself a happy life. And so, that proves the point that whatever they're saying to tear you down or criticize you is probably just their own insecurities, and not the truth of it. At least not overall in your situation. There may be times when, we all spend too much money, but in general, if that's what their criticism is, or something else, you can look back on your life and see what you've done, and where you've come from, and where you are now, and know that you are a successful individual, and you do have the capability and the tools to succeed just fine in life. So you can just say, I'm not going to worry about that. Thank you, Spirit, for that message. And what is the outcome for Group 1 this week? What is the outcome for them? Okay, perfect. The outcome, the Princess of Discs. So you are going to realize that you are abundant. Your week is going to be abundant, and whatever this happiness is that starts out the week is going to sort of come around, and it's just going to land real solid in your world. And this, whatever this that we started out with, this happiness card, now you've got this solid energy of abundance and knowing how to just hang on to your world and make it really solid, just make it work. So it looks like there may be this hiccup, a particular individual who maybe is not happy for you, whatever this happiness is that's coming your way. Maybe they're a little bit jealous, and so they're finding something to nitpick about. But within yourself, that what they're saying is not true, and so you can just let it go. And then whatever it is that this happiness that the beginning card speaks about is going to end up just becoming sort of the whole package. And this is actually you, because it's the princess card. And so this is you bringing your world into whatever this happiness is that's coming to you is going to be very fulfilling for your life. It's going to be something that gives you a lot of stability, perhaps some additional abundance. It's going to be something that just shines a light. I mean, look at this sun. Look at this beautiful sunlight in this card. It's going to be something that just really shines the light on your world and makes it complete for you. So I think overall your week is going to be good. So let's take a look at the oracle card that we drew, and it is Gemini. It says cross-pollinate, Gemini. You may be a Gemini. Whoever's bringing this happiness may be a Gemini. Whoever is causing this problem may be a Gemini. Cross-pollinate. With its symbol of a pair of twins conversing, Gemini asks us to... Sorry, the light is making that hard to see. Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor and all forms of communication. This mutable air sign is ruled by Mercury and is connected to the lungs, shoulders, hands, and nerves. Gemini's purpose is to disperse ideas like milk thistle on the spring winds, cross-pollinate ideas like bees buzzing over the flowers. The sun shines here May 21st through June 21st. The action. Words are at the heart of the issue you are facing, and not just any words, but real dialogue. If you feel tension in a situation, see what is blocking the lines of communication and open that aperture. Listen to the grapevine and cross-pollinate. Gather and share information. Bits of truth may float in on gossip. Explore social media, sound bites, and any other way to get the word out. Talk to people as if they are your siblings, true equals. If something is bothering you, find a place to unpack it. Get it on the table and take a good look, then talk it over in depth with a friend or therapist, or write in your journal. Trust the process of self-expression to help get to the root of the problem. However, assume anything you say will be repeated. Gemini scatters seeds. It is not concerned with privacy or individuality, and it is not necessarily loyal. The challenge is the situation may be more complex than you think, so be willing to dig in. Gemini energy can be shallow or oversimplified, as it encourages breadth rather than depth. So you have to add the depth consciously. So that could be what this dig from this individual is talking about. That there's not really any depth to it. It's just window dressing, basically. Gemini's gifts. Gemini's gift is an open mind and a sense of universal siblinghood. We are all in this together. The soul knows how to find itself back in equilibrium if we just let all parts communicate. Help the unexpressed feelings, persons, and elements within the community be heard. So Gemini is the twins, and we got the Lover's card here, speaking of the two of you in this situation. So, the downside is that the tendency to be gossipy, perhaps, but the upside is to be open-minded. So I feel like that's the two of you. And so you can bring this back together so that it works for everyone. So there's your reading, Group 1. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you have a great week, and whatever this happiness is, I hope that it turns out to be something really wonderful. So good luck with that, and good luck with your week, and thanks for being here. I'll see you next time. Welcome, Group 2. This is your group, the Medium Bell. Energies for your week. So the first message we'd like to get is the general energy for your week. So Spirit, what is the general energy for Group 2's week? What is the energy for their week? Okay. We got an interesting mix. We got the Judgment card, the Tower, the Seven of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. Judgment card was the first card that we got. So the Judgment and the Tower and the Seven of Swords. The energy of your week is that there's going to be someone who's passing judgment, but they don't have all the facts. It could be you passing judgment on someone else, and it could be someone else passing judgment on you. But whoever it is that's doing the passing of the judgment, who is condemning someone or blaming someone or reprimanding or something, they don't have all the facts. They don't know all of the information. And because of that, they're going to undermine the entire situation. They are going to cause a big blow up or a rift or something to not work because they're unfairly passing judgment because they don't understand all of the factors, and they're not stopping to listen. They're very emotional about this situation, and they're probably going to rush to a decision without knowing exactly what it is they're talking about. So that's going to be the energy of your week. Spirit, thank you for that message. And what are the challenges that Group 2 may be facing this week? Okay, we got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the King of Wands, and we got the Knight of Swords. You've got some people who are going to be coming fast and hard, and they're going to be fighting with each other. We've got the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords. We've got a very passionate older man who is fiery and kind of headstrong. And then we've got this Knight of Swords, who's probably a younger individual who believes that his ideas are better than anyone else's. And he's smarter than anyone else, and he just knows more. This King of Wands is more, he's not really set in his ways so much, but he is really invested in being the power, the boss. So these two are going to clash. The Wheel of Fortune, the clash that these two are going to come together is going to determine someone's fate. It may be one of these individuals, this blow up that is going to happen between the two of them might end up determining their fate. It could be that just this situation in general splits apart a group that has been cohesive. It might be a family, it might be a company, it might be a friend group. But this clash is going to split apart that group, and it's going to decide the fate of the family, of the group, of the work group, whatever this is. It's going to be irreparably changed because of this clash. Wow, that's heavy. Okay, thank you, Spirit, for that message. And how best can Group 2 navigate this challenge? How best can Group 2 navigate this challenge? Oops. Okay. So we got the Empress and we got the Eight of Cups. Okay, so the best way for you to navigate this, I'm feeling like you are not one of these individuals, most likely. Or if you are one of these individuals, The cards are telling you just to be compassionate and walk away. Walk away before the emotion explodes. Be kind as you can. And if one of these two individuals is not you, this is just saying to step back from the situation. Don't get wrapped up in it. Don't get overly involved. Don't get terribly. Don't choose sides. Don't. It's just saying to kind of stay out of the situation if you're not already in it. If you are already in it, if you're one of these individuals, take the time to stop and think that the other individual has a point of view that they're coming from. That could be this card here. A point of view that they are coming from that to them is very important. It means a lot to them, and they're very emotionally invested in this point of view. It might not be your point of view. You might not even understand their point of view. But the way to navigate this challenge is to understand that they have this point of view and that it's very important to them. So they're not fighting against you. They're fighting for themselves. Okay? So that's how to best navigate this, is just to understand that to take a step back and see it from maybe their perspective, that they're not necessarily fighting against you, they're just fighting for what they believe in, just like you are. Spirit, thank you for that message. And what are the blessings or rewards for group 2 this week? What are the blessings or rewards? Okay. We got the 5 of Swords. We got the Knight of Cups. We got the 5 of Cups. And we got the Ace of Wands. Blessings and rewards. These are some tough cards for blessings and rewards. The 5 of Swords. You want to win at all costs. And you don't really care what it's going to take to do that. But, okay, here we go. Here's the blessing. You're going to start out in this mindset. You must win at all costs, and you don't care who gets hurt in the process. But at a certain point in that process, you see there are 3 cups that are spilled and there are 2 that are still upright. So there's going to come a moment in this argument, in this battle, in this fight, in this whatever this disagreement is, this blow up, this fracas. Everybody's going to start out every man for themselves. They've got to win this. There's going to come a point right here. There's going to come a moment when you realize, wait a minute, this is doing irreparable harm. I can't get this back. These cups are spilled. It's gone. I can't get that back. I have to hang on to what I've got. I've got to start over with this. I have to take this emotion and use it correctly. And so it's going to give you a new fire to deal with this situation differently. It's going to light a fire in you that you need to deal with this situation differently, because you're going to see there is going to come this point when you're going to realize, I can't get this back. I've got to stop now. We have to stop the situation now because it's getting out of hand. I want to do this differently. I'm going to take control of my emotions and I'm going to start anew. I'm going to look at this differently and I'm going to change it around. I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to make this work. I'm just completely going to change up the situation, and I have to. It is, this is fiery, passionate energy. I have to make this different. I have to stop this now, and we have to make something new that's going to work, because this is going to blow up, and it's going to hurt a lot of people. Sorry, group 2, this is a heavy reading. Okay, so how best can they draw this blessing to them, Spirit? How best can group 2 draw this blessing to them? Make this the best of this blessing. How can they do that? Okay, so we got the Fool. Okay, so again, here we are. We're starting over. Start new. Start over. We got the 8 of Wands and we got the 9 of Wands. So you have gotten beat up in this situation, but so has this other individual. Both of you have. So both of you need to step back and regroup, rest, heal, step away. This 8 of Wands, things are rapidly getting out of hand. They are rapidly just, the fire is catching. So you have got to step back from this fire. Step back from this situation. And then start over. Start over in a much more hopeful place. Start over in a much more hopeful place. That's the best way for you to bring this blessing to you. Step away. You feel things getting out of hand in a hurry. You feel things blowing up, spiraling out of control. When you feel that, you need to stop and step back. Step away from the situation until you can bring yourself to a new place, until you can bring yourself to a calmer place and start over. Okay? So, Spirit, thank you for those messages. And what's the outcome for group 2 this week? What is the outcome? Okay, so the 2 of Cups is the first the first card that we got out. So this relationship, if you can step away, if you both can do that, it will be saved. We got the 6 of Wands, cause for celebration. You've been through something really hard. You can celebrate because you made it work. You made it work, so you can really celebrate because you have been through the war. This is going to be a war. But the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, you brought it back to solid ground. You brought the emotions down and you planted them in the earth and you planted them. You grounded yourself. You grounded your emotions. You both did. Both of you. You see there's 2 9s here. So you both managed to do this. You both managed to bring your emotions in check, get grounded, and save this relationship so that you could celebrate this win. So, a little unexpected. The way this started out, I didn't think it was going to end up this way, but there's no doubt about this message that if you can catch yourself, if both of you can step away and calm yourselves down and start out new, start on some fresh ground, let's start over again. Let's make this work it out. We can do it. It's going to work. It's going to work out and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to save the relationship. It's going to save the situation and it's going to be cause for celebration. So I'm really happy with the way that ended up, group 2. I was a little worried about you for a minute there, but it looks like things are going to be okay. So let's take a look at the oracle card that we had here. You got solar flares. Solar flares. Oh my gosh, that does not get much more appropriate than that. This solar flare, this fire, this sudden explosion of fire. So let's take a look and see what the book says. I'm going to try and narrow this down a little bit. Action, changes in the air. A flare of energy supports your work. The mood is restless, sparky, revolutionary, and curious. People are hungry for change. It's not time to be quiet, but to be fast on your feet. Solar flares magnify the energy on any other cards you pull. When the sun is storming, our social and political world activates. Revolutionary change manifests and trees grow faster in the forest. Aim carefully because a solar flare brings momentum, not thoughtfulness. That you have to provide. Calm metaphysical perspective may not be easy, but you can bring that in to create balance and longevity. What you build during a solar flare may be hot and fervent, but not necessarily long-lived. To turn an idea or love affair into something permanent like a business plan or a partnership will take conscious effort. Conscious effort. Challenge. Tempers flare along with the sun. You can scorch yourself with too much passionate action and not enough emotional sensitivity if you are not mindful. So exactly what this message has been saying. The gift is the sun is sending you extra voltage and inspiration your way, so use it wisely. Feel the heat in the situation, the passion in the people involved. This is what we talked about, looking at the other person and realizing they are just as passionate as you are about their side of this situation. Then balance that fire by adding water's compassion, the thoughtfulness of air, and the logistics of earth to turn that inspiration into reality. So we've got all the elements here that we talked about. We've got the emotion here. We've got the earth here. So ground yourself, ground your emotions, be thoughtful. Bring all of those other things in with that fire. Don't just throw that fire out there. I'd say that card really resonates pretty well with the rest of the reading. So group 2, I hope that your week, I hope you make it through all right. It sounds like this is going to be kind of a tricky one to start with. It might be a little tough at the beginning, but it looks like things are going to get worked out as the week goes on. And actually come to a really good close here. So keep that in mind. Remember, there's going to come that moment when you're going to realize, hey, this is getting out of hand. We've got to stop this now. We've got to step away and we've got to start differently, okay? I think if you do that, everything will work out just fine. Thank you for being here with me. I've really enjoyed doing this reading for you, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 3. This is your reading, The Low Bell. We're going to get the first message today to show us the energies of your week ahead. What are the general energies of the week ahead for Group 3, please, Spirit? What are the general energies for the week ahead for them? Okay. Interesting. Okay, we got the Temperance card, and we got the 9 of Swords. We got the 7 of Pentacles, and we got the Knight of Cups. Really an odd mix here. Let me see if I can put this together to make sense. So I'm feeling like your week is kind of up in the air so far. You're waiting to see. Yeah, that's what it is. You're waiting to see what the week is going to bring about for you. That's the energy right now. You're feeling like it could go either way, and I don't feel like you have a lot of hope for this week to go particularly well, but I feel like you are in limbo, wondering if it's going to be a complete shit show or if it's going to be just okay. If things kind of hold steady, that's a possibility that the week might just, if it's kind of, it seems like the opportunities that are facing you today or this week are either that things are going to hold steady or they're going to get worse. That's kind of the options that you're seeing. Right now, you're just kind of waiting to see which way it's going to go. You have high hopes that things are going to turn out all right. You're actually going into the week being very hopeful that the week will turn out okay, but for some reason, there is this looming possibility that things are going to go south this week. So right now, the general energy that you're dealing with is you're really hopeful that things are going to be okay this week and just kind of stay on an even keel. But there's definite possibility that things could get much worse. So I'm not sure what you're dealing with here, Group 3, but it's kind of like it could be like a medical issue that someone is going through and you're waiting to find out test results, or you're waiting maybe they're having a procedure done or something. So things could turn out to be just they're everything's stable, everything's good, everything's the same way it is. I don't feel like everything is going to be wonderful and rosy and getting, much better and exciting. But I feel like things could stay on an even keel, or there could be something that's going to make the week worse. So again, this could be, like I said, waiting on some sort of a medical procedure to be done or some test results to come back. If everything goes as planned, or the test results are all negative or normal, then things are just going to stay where they are, which may not be, there may be something that you're trying to figure out that has got you sort of in limbo. So you may just stay kind of in limbo, or if it comes back that it's unfavorable, or if things don't work out as well, it could make things go bad. And there could be something going on with your car. You might have just taken your car into the shop to find out what that clunking noise is. So it could be that they're going to come back and say you had a rock stuck somewhere in the undercarriage and we just cleaned it out. Or it could be that you need to replace the whole back end of your car. So that's the kind of energy that I feel like we're dealing with this week. Things could just stay status quo, or they could get worse. But you're very, very hopeful. You're very hopeful. You're going into the week strongly hopeful that things are going to be okay. So Spirit, thank you for those messages. And what are some challenges that Group 3 might be facing this week? What are some challenges that they might be facing? Okay. So we got the Queen of Wands, which came out last and all by itself. I feel like this is you. I feel like you are an individual who takes things in stride and is a very strong individual, very in control of your life. You're the one who can keep things rolling when people don't want to, when the kids are digging their heels in and they're crying and they just want to go home, but things need to get done. You're the one who can keep everybody motivated. You can keep things moving. So I feel like this is you. The challenges that you might be facing this week, we got some heavy challenges. We got the 3 of Swords, we got the 4 of Cups, and we got the 7 of Wands. So you may feel like this week that everything is sort of coming at you, specifically you, that everyone they have demands of you, they want something of you. You are already, it's like everybody is dealing with something that they're worried about. This could be a family group, this could be friends, this could be a business or a company or co-workers. There could be some, another possibility with this is that the company that you work for is going to find out whether or not, a merger has occurred and they've been bought out and you're all out of a job. Or, things are just going to continue as they always have been, and nothing really has changed. So that could be the energy of this too. So basically what is going on this week, the challenges that you're facing is that everyone is dealing with worry and really heart-gripping fear, concerns, serious concerns. I mean, even if it's just a matter of something that, like with the car situation, it could be a lot of money, and that could, that's a big concern. But it could be something like, the company you all might be going to lose your jobs, or someone is having some sort of a medical procedure that could be complicated. So everyone is dealing with this gripping heart situation that is, there's a fear that's just really gripping at their heart, and you are too. But you're the one that everybody comes to. You are the one that everybody wants to know what's going on. You're supposed to be the gatekeeper. You're supposed to be the one who, you're the one who pays all the bills. So you're the one who needs to know how to come up with this money if it's needed. Or you're the one who talks to the doctors and gets the the scoop on what's going on, and keeps everybody else apprised of the situation. Or you're the one who is the go-between between the co-workers and the boss, or the higher-ups. So everybody's coming to you. Everybody is coming to you and wanting to know how this situation is going to work out. But what, and that's your task, and you take on that task. But the thing is that you're hiding from them that you have this same gripping fear in your heart. You are dealing with this same fear that everyone else is. And so because of that, you are here by yourself, and you're just trying to hold on to what you've got. You're trying to maintain the appearance that you have it all under control, that you are, you're handling all of this, everything is handled, you don't have to worry about it. You're trying to maintain that facade, but honestly, you can't take on anymore. You really, really are at just the edge, and you're just barely hanging on, trying to wait for this news. So, Spirit, thank you for that message. That's the challenges that Group 3 is facing this week, and how best can they navigate these challenges? How best can Group 3 navigate these challenges? Okay, we got the Knight of Swords and we got the Five of Cups. So the Knight of Swords is telling you be straight with everybody. Do not hide the situation from them. Don't try and soften the blow. Be straight up. Tell it like it is. Don't try to hide the... If there's bad news, don't try to hide that and act like everything's fine. Be straight with the other people who need to know. Whether this involves, if we have to pay for a big car repair, we're going to have to do without something else. Don't tell them everything's going to be fine. Tell them that we're going to have to do without something else, because on down the road, it's going to make a difference. So that's the way to best navigate these challenges, is to be straight with everybody. Tell them the truth. And don't try to hide something just to soften the blow or to protect them. Let them know the truth. Let them know straight up how things are. They will appreciate it, and they can handle it. So Spirit, thank you for that message. And what are the blessings and rewards that Group 3 will have this week? Okay, so we got the Emperor, we got the Eight of Cups, we got the Ace of Pentacles, and we got the Ten of Cups. Okay, so the blessings, there's going to be someone who's going to come in and help you get a handle on this. They're going to allow you to step away for a bit so that you can deal with this yourself, by yourself. Because you're still going to be caught up in this energy of, I don't want anyone else to see me worried or unsure. You have this feeling that if they see you crumbling, they will crumble too. So there's going to be someone who's going to come forward, and they're going to give you an opportunity. They're going to step in and they're going to take over your role, or they're going to divert these other people so that you can step away and have some time or figure things out without people coming at you all the time wanting to know what's going on and what's going to happen. This individual, this is going to be a person who's very knowledgeable, who's very fatherly, who's got a strong energy. They're going to come in, they're going to talk to all the people, they're going to put everything straight, They're going to provide. They're going to provide that person that the people can come to, much like they come to you for answers. He's going to be there for answers, and that's going to allow you to step away for a while, which is going to rejuvenate your energy. We got the Ten of Cups here, and we got the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to rejuvenate your energy. You're going to be able to get centered again. You're going to be able to rest up. You're going to be able to regain your energy, and you're going to be able to come back in and take over your role again, because that individual is going to give you a little bit of a reprieve. So that's the blessing for you this week. And Spirit, thank you for that message. And how best can Group 3 utilize this blessing or draw this blessing to them? How best is this blessing going to work for them? Okay, so we got the Queen of Swords and we got the Knight of Wands. This is bringing some other individuals into the picture as well. This is bringing in another person who is perhaps not as closely tied to the situation, but they are familiar with the group and familiar with the situation, and they are perhaps there for support, or they are someone who supports you. This could be maybe your sister. Maybe this is like a situation that affects your immediate family, and you're trying to keep things together there. And this sister talks to you, so you two are close, but she is not necessarily, a direct part of your family, but she might step in too to help explain the situation. She might have some insights that will help you to communicate with the people that are involved. She might be able to communicate to you or be able to communicate directly to them. Kind of some information that maybe you don't see, or maybe a different perspective on things, that will really help to sort of decompress the situation a little bit. The Knight of Wands, I'm going to need some more clarification. I'm not sure what the Knight of Wands is. And also the Queen of Wands could be just you coming back in after this individual gives you a bit of a reprieve here, coming back. And that may be what the Knight of Wands is talking about too. A renewed energy of being able to come back in and have and start again with compassion and with energy. And then this taking, once you step back in again, then having the clarity, the communication, the ability to tell it like it is, to step back in again and be able now to begin to answer those questions again, because you've had this break. So Spirit, could we have a little bit of more clarification, please, on the Knight of Wands? What is the Knight of Wands here for? What is the Knight of Wands telling us? The Fool. Yeah, the Fool. Yeah, so this is just stepping back into the situation. This is just once you have regained some of your composure here after this individual that we had here gives you a bit of a break and kind of takes over some of the fatherly duties, or the duty of explaining things and talking to people and helping them understand how things are going to work out. Once you've had that chance to step away, you'll get this renewed energy. You can step back in again with a renewed sense of energy and with a renewed sense of clarity, because this is just going to allow you to kind of take a break, get away from all of the noise and chatter, really collect your thoughts, and then be able to step back in again with things renewed and a clearer perspective, and you're more together. You'll be able to get back in there and be more composed. So Spirit, thank you for that message. And what is the outcome for group 3? What is the outcome of their week for group 3? Okay. Okay, good. So the Hermit, I'm going to have to get some clarification on that one. I'm not exactly sure what that's telling us, but the outcome, the first card that we got is the Four of Wands, which is an announcement of great happiness, an announcement that brings joy and cohesiveness back again. So, and then the Chariot is being able to move forward. So by the end of the week, whatever the news is going to bring something that's going to bring the family together, to be relieved, to be happy, and allow you all to move forward. So Spirit, could you please give some clarification on why is the Hermit here? Why is the Hermit here for the outcome for the week? Okay, well, this is just going to give you, the week is also going to give you the understanding that you can step away on occasion. You don't always have to be the one who takes over and handles everything for everybody. You can step away and find your center when you need it. This is going to be a learning experience for you. This is going to be, you've always been the one who kind of handles things and takes care of things for everybody, whether that's at work or whether that's at home. But this learning experience is going to tell you that you can step away from time to time to find your center, and things will still work out. You'll be able to step back in when you need to. You won't lose that ability to be the one who leads and be the one who supports. But if you need to step away when the situation gets too much, you're going to have confirmation that you will be able to do that, and the people around you will be okay with it. So that's the outcome for your week. It looks like things are going to be very hopeful as the week ends up here. So I hope that is the case. And whatever this thing that's got you in limbo is, I hope it turns out well for you. Let's take a look at the Oracle card that we got and see what it is. We got Ceres, which also says nurture. Ceres, I believe that's a star. Let's take a look here and see what the book says about it. Ceres is a dwarf planet, not a star, between Mars and Jupiter, named after Ceres, the Roman goddess of the harvest, food, earthy fertility, and mother of Proserpina, goddess of the spring. When Pluto kidnapped Proserpina and took her to the underworld to be his queen, Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Action: mother and be mothered. Nurture and cultivate that which is growing, whether it's the harvest from the earth, the child from the womb, or the art from the artist. Real love can mean tough love, doing what's best for your loved, even if they hate you for it. So I think we're talking about this, being able to step away, even though you're concerned that will put these other people in a position where they will be more fearful. Love and nurture your own body with healthy whole foods. Take them as communion with the organic world. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, loving you through hard times. Let its abundance flow through you to others. So again, letting yourself be nurtured so that you can then flow back to the others. Advocate for those who are weaker, vulnerable, or dependent. If your progeny, your project, or your harvest is being taken from you before ripening, be ready to starve the world until they are safe. Witness with strength and power. When the time is right, be willing to let go. For your progeny or creation to flourish, they must embark on their own journey. Once your job as nurturer is complete, let go and step into the next level of your own mastery. So again, we talked about learning that you can let go and step away, and then that will bring you to the next level. This is going to bring you to the next level to be able to understand that you can step away to nurture yourself and things will still flourish. The challenge is, do not mistake smothering, enabling, or infantilizing actions as signs of love. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. So again, we're talking about, you don't have to be the one that controls everything. That's not a sign of love. That's actually taking away the capability of the others in the situation. And it is teaching them that they can't do things for themselves. The gift, there is sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all a part of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. So you are needed. You are this leader or mother figure that takes care of the others. And that will never change. You will always be that, and the rest will look up to you for that capability. However, don't mistake your role as being a mother figure who nurtures and cares for others as being the controller who has to do everything for the others. Don't mistake that. That's two very different things, and one is healthy and one is not. So be sure that when you are taking on this role of being the go-between when there are problems, so that you can communicate from one side to the other, or being the one who handles the problems and keeps the wolves at bay, don't get lost in doing that to the exclusion of letting anybody else take on any of the responsibility and do for themselves. It's very important that they can do for themselves and that you're there to support them, not to control them. So it looks as though while this might be a tough situation, it's going to end up well at the end of the week, and also going to end up teaching you that you can step away and the rest will be okay. Not without you, just on their own, of their own capabilities, with you there to catch them if they fall or to support them when they need it. So I hope that this reading helps you through your week. Looks like you've got, some stuff that you're going to just kind of have to wait to see how it pans out. But it does look like it's going to end up being okay. Whether that means that the situation itself is going to be okay, or just the way that it gets handled at the end of the week, the way that you're able to handle it, the way that the rest are able to handle it, that is most likely what's going to make the situation okay. No matter what comes up, you're still going to be able to handle it, and you're going to be able to help the others to do the same. So thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you. I've really enjoyed spending the time with you, and I think I'm happy that this is going to turn out to be a good situation for all. So I appreciate your being here with me, and I hope that you'll come back again. I hope that your week goes well for you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.